to another episode of Caregiving Vlogs. I'm Danielle Gray, and the topic today we're going to talk about is how do you become a family caregiver? These are things that I wish I did early on with my caregiving, with my mom and her cancer diagnosis. I wish that I took CPR and also first aid, just as a way to feel less scared and to actually be able to help a lot more with her after her surgery. I also recommend joining a family caregiving group. Pre-cooking meals is a big one. I mentioned it in one of my other videos about pre-cooking meals. Joining a family caregiving group, having as much support as humanly possible, because caregiving is a lonely road, not only for you, but for your family member. And it's a very stressful road because it requires a lot of time and energy, and also there's a lot of scary unknowns, and there is a lot of things that will come up that you don't really expect, and it's a long road to recovery, and sometimes it's a long road to even handle the passing away of somebody. So I recommend taking CPR and first aid just because you want to feel as comfortable as possible when there isn't a caregiver or a nurse around to help your family member out. You want to at least know these things so you feel more confident. Also, just finding a support giving group that is for your family member, for the topic of that. You want to find a support giving group that's for, especially for the person, whatever the family member is going through. You want to find a support giving group that matches that. You also want to do your research on caregiving for that person. You want to know exactly what the disease is. You want to do as much research as you can so you're prepared. You also want to join, it's also good to join meal services like Factor, HelloFresh, Good Food, Chef's Plate, whatever you can, just to even make it easier. If you don't want to join or you can't afford to join any of those things, just make big meals. I always do big meals once a week and just like cook as much as possible and then put them in the fridge or the freezer so that they have pre-prepared meals. You also just want to be able to schedule as many nap times as possible, and also just schedule as much self-care as humanly possible, because it is a lonely road once again, and it is very stressful, not only for you but for the family member that you're caring for. So you need that self-care time, and it's just about being prepared as much as possible. This is not an easy path. You can be prepared as much as possible, like I said, but nothing will prepare you for the unknowns. So having self-care as a tool will help that. Managing stress, just having a community to turn to, people to talk to, friends, family, if that is available to you. Just try to create a community within yourself, and as many people as you can lean on as possible will be good, because once again, it is a lonely path. It's a lonely road. It's a scary time, and it's understandable that you're going to be scared, and that's normal. And knowing that you just have a little bit of like a toolbox of all these things, like first aid and CPR training, and also just having these little tools around you like caregiving community groups because they know what they can give you more advice and give you advice on what to expect. They can give you resources. They can help you through this and just try to show up to as many as possible. I know it's hard. I know for my first year as a caregiver, my first 2 years as a caregiver, it was extremely packed with like a lot of appointments, so I didn't get to make much time for caregiving groups because I was exhausted, which is understandable. And just dealing with your own emotions and feelings and stuff about things is really, really hard to do because you do want to protect the person that you love, that you're taking care of. And it's also just really hard to even contemplate dealing with those feelings and having to deal with them. So I just want you to know that you're not alone and that you are welcome to come to this video at any time, rewatch it. Please like my channel and subscribe, and leave comments about what videos you would like to see. And just know that you are not alone. You have a community here with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.